All right, joining us now, Indiana Senator Jim Banks. Senator Banks, welcome, sir. So we're talking trade in the first segment, but I want to tell you, what'll make this trade thing really work and get people to build factories here is that 15% Made in America corporate tax rate, 100% expensing, retroactive to January 20th, and the rest of the tax cut bills. So, Senator Banks, it's not that I want to put you on the spot, but when are you going to give us a tax cut bill, sir?
Well, it's coming soon, and Leader Thune and Whip Barrasso are pushing hard in the Senate. There's broad unity among Republicans in the Senate to bring this to a vote. And I'll give a lot of credit to Speaker Johnson, Leader Thune, for coming together and finding compromise on the two-bill approach versus the one big beautiful bill, which is what it's going to be. It's coming soon. It's going to happen before Easter that we pass the budget reconciliation part of it. There are still a few Republicans who have some valid concerns about deficits and what this is going to look like politically, but the right thing to do is to pass it, extend the tax cuts. Republicans in control right now can't afford not to extend the Trump tax cuts on small businesses, on working class families. We're committed to getting it done. There's a lot of unity among Republicans to making it happen, and I expect it to happen before the first reconciliation step of the process to happen before the Easter recess.
Senator Banks, have you come under the spell of the brilliant Finance Committee Chair Mike Crapo and his idea that you want permanent tax cuts and you want to use a current policy baseline to score them as deficit neutral? Have you come under the Crapo magic spell?
I absolutely have. It makes all of the sense in the world. Again, the working class coalition that got Trump elected this time, the new Republican Party coalition of voters like my dad, a retired union factory worker who voted Democrat all of his life, who's now a hardcore Trump Republican. They voted for Donald Trump because we're going to make life easier for him, for working class families. We can't afford to be the party that lets taxes increase on working class families and small businesses. And that's what Chairman Crapo is focused on doing. Make those tax cuts permanent for the people who matter the most. That's what Republicans in the Senate are going to make happen in a short period of time.
And Senator, you were talking about spending cuts a moment ago on it. We're going to have Russell Vogt, the OMB director, on in just a few moments. But I'm interested to see in the Senate side DOJ-related rescissions, which is kind of a hot topic. Other senators have told me there may be a package of rescissions. It could go into reconciliation. They could go separate. But those would be all important spending reductions that would help us out of this deficit mess.
Yeah, let my friend Russ Vogt know the Senate is ready to go. The rescission package starts with him. Once he releases that from the White House to the Congress, we'll pass it and make these spending cuts permanent. We have to do it. President Trump he's killing the administrative state. He's killing off bloated government, and he's growing the private sector in America again. And that's what's going to sustain this Made in America economy. And Larry, keep in mind that on Joe Biden's watch, the Biden administration created more government jobs, and they created more jobs for foreign workers on their watch than American workers. And every month of the last year of Joe Biden's term, we lost 9,000 manufacturing jobs last year. And President Trump has reversed that, almost the opposite. In February, we did the opposite. We created 9,000 manufacturing jobs. He's creating private sector jobs. The tariffs, the Trump approach is working. Good news for Hoosiers. The Honda announcement of next generation Civics being made in Indiana instead of Mexico. Eli Lilly announced $27 billion for new manufacturing plants in America instead of in China. This is great for America, great for Hoosiers, and we're just getting started.
Thank you, Senator Jim Banks. Thank you very much. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.
All right, folks.